Creamers. It's me, Hot Joe, and I'm joined with my co-host, Samuel Daddy.
Television man is crazy, saying we're juvenile delinquent wrecks. Oh man, I need TV when I got T-Rex.
And we're going to talk the turkey, like Ted Turner, about some profesh rash.
This is a really nice world. You know, even Cleveland, right? Remember when the river burned here in Cleveland?
We're going to do the finals of the Celebrity GM Deathmatch Tournament. What's the John Cena quote of the week? Our match count for 2025, the year of our lives, and we're going to leave a little room for creme. All that on this episode of Wrestle. Welcome back, Creamers. So
No.
let's let the Creamers in on a little secret, because we don't lie to them. We don't lie to the Creamers. You know what I mean?
We don't get anything from it.
We like to keep it real. We like to keep it a buck.
I like to shoot.
We like to keep it, huh?
Shoot.
Shoot. Fucking shoot.
That's what we're about to do.
But so, you know, you're watching this on a Monday. If you're watching it when it comes out, Creamers. But we're recording it Thursday.
Yeah.
This past Thursday, not this coming Thursday.
No.
And
before you're watching
right,
this.
right.
Unless you're watching it on Thursday. Then maybe it's the same Thursday.
That's a good point. And so our match count, because we just recorded a show 2 days ago,
Yeah.
is not very different.
Mine isn't.
And yeah, mine is only by
to be
6
honest.
matches, because I watched Dynamite and that's it. So when we get to that, you know, it's not going to be that impressive. You're not going to be like, wow, man, I can't believe they watched that much matches.
I know. These wrestling podcast guys really love wrestling.
Yeah. So, you know, you're going to have to get over it, Creamers. So that being said, you haven't watched any wrestling, huh?
No.
Yeah, I watched Dynamite, like I said, and
Okay, how was that?
and that's it. That's the
Was it
only.
good?
That's literally the only thing I watched, like at all.
It's been 2 days.
It was good.
It's fine.
It was fine. It was a go home show.
Oh, we got a big pay-per-view.
Ah,
Final Revolution.
no, that's a WC or that's a TNA Final
Dynasty.
Resolution.
I was combining them.
You were,
They're
but
cross-
yes, Dynasty. And did you see anything from it?
Probably not. I don't think so. Oh, I saw. Did Mox? What's his move?
yeah, he Death Rider.
Death Ridered Willow.
Yeah,
Willow Nightingale. I
Yeah.
saw that, and that was it.
that's all you saw. So,
I don't even know why.
so
Well, he's mad at it.
he did that, and then
she's friends with Edge.
well, he did it supposedly by accident. Like he I don't know.
All right.
I mean, it was like one of those things where like he did it by accident, but he's also like,
was in
I don't give a shit that
he
I
was
did
in
it.
a blind rage.
Yeah. So then, what's his fucking name? Swerve was like, I'm going to get my hands on Jon Moxley by the end of the night.
Because he beat up Willow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then after the main event, we see him backstage, and Renee's like, you know, hey, Bo, he looks. What did she? I don't know what she said. Just some interview question. He's like, no offense, Renee, but I have to find your husband right now. And then he starts walking, and then fucking Hangman just charges at him, and then
he
like
hates him.
a bunch of guys are getting in between them, and then he's like, you know, they're like arguing or whatever, and then he's like, what does he say? He's like, I told you I was never ever gonna let you win the AEW World Championship again.
Yeah.
And then Swerve said, let it go. And then Hangman was like, you broke into my house.
Yeah.
And like they're yelling this. And then Swerve yelled, you burned my house down. And then
Yeah.
Hangman said, you deserved it. And then Swerve said, I know.
Oh.
And then Hangman was like, what?
He had like a. Oh
yeah.
my gosh.
And he was like, I said I know. And then Hangman like didn't know what to say or do, so he just stormed off.
That's a good way to win an argument. Flabbergasted.
Right.
I did deserve that.
Yeah. But it was like, I think,
I like that.
Yeah, so
Another layer.
I'm hoping that he does some kind of
Like an ogre.
protects, like not like necessarily helps Swerve win, but maybe the main event of
I'm curious
All In
if-
should be Swerve versus Hangman. But I would rather be Will Ospreay.
Texas?
Yeah, in Texas. I don't think they could do another Texas death match. Or,
Depending how you look at it.
yeah.
That's cool. I'll watch the pay-per-view.
Yeah, that should be good.
I have no idea what's going on, but they always put on good pay-per-views.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, you got Tony Storm versus...
Megan?
Yeah, Megan Bain. I was like, I can't think of her name because she's newer. Yeah, for the
little bit I've seen from
she's cool.
the internet, she seems pretty cool.
She does seem pretty cool. You see WWE wants Mariah May.
Everybody does. Why
Yeah,
wouldn't you?
That's true. Tro.
I like Harley
Cameron. Yeah, she's cool.
They got a good women's thing.
Yeah, they do. They have a lot of good...
Obviously, I didn't watch or whatever, but I keep up enough
Yeah.
that I like them. I think I watched a couple clips of her on RJ City's thing.
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
Yeah, I love that show.
Yeah. It's the
RJ
best.
City, he's not a friend of the show, but he did like one of our posts one time.
Yeah. I think I told you when the year was 2020. You remember it?
I remember it well.
Yeah.
Lost a lot of good men.
And women.
No, none of the women I know have died.
Oh, okay, cool. That's a good thing then.
Yeah.
So for my anniversary, I guess that was our first anniversary.
Right on.
My wife.
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
My wife got me a cameo from RJ City, which was very nice. He read some, are they called limericks? From a big book about love or romance or something like that. And then it was 4 days later, our daughter was born. So world famous referee Charles Van got my wife and I a cameo from RJ City. And that's my story.
Oh,
And
wow.
that one was good too. And he remembered us from 4 days prior.
That makes sense. And that's
Yeah,
awesome that you
you can
remember.
imagine.
Yeah.
I asked him about, I think I messaged, and then I actually messaged him after to be like, hey, really appreciate it, da-da-da. And he messaged back and we talked really quick. Because I think in the cameo, Charles Van let him know our daughter's name is Vera. And he said, oh, if it was a boy, I wonder what you would have done, da-da-da. So I messaged him and told him we were considering the name Ezra. You ever heard that name before?
To me or to him?
To you?
Yeah, Ezra Miller.
Yeah, that was before I knew him.
Yeah, because he's not a good person to name a
But
child ever.
RJ City said every Ezra he's ever known is an asshole. So we dodged a bullet, and that's why we named our son when we had a son, RJ City.
RJ City Daddy. What a
RJ
kid.
City Daddy.
He's a good kid.
Yeah, I love him. He's pretty cool.
One of our nation's best.
He's getting there.
So, Creamers,
That's all I got.
are you ready?
We're gonna wrap this thing up.
Are you ready? Triple H does that.
Our son, WWE Hall of Fame inductee.
Oh, yeah, huh?
What do you call it?
WWE Hall of Fame inductee. Class
Even
of
though it's
25.
not happened yet. Like
Yeah, I think you
like
can
when
still call him.
when president, you're president elect.
Okay, we'll call him
He's Hall of Fame elect.
We'll call him inductee elect.
Okay.
Triple H.
Triple H, you see they're doing matches into the Hall of Fame?
I saw that. Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about it.
Weird.
It does. It feels weird, but it's kind of cool, I guess.
This match. I mean, who gets the fucking ring?
They have to fight for it.
That's cool. Rematch.
It's a rematch. So it's going to be Stone Cold versus Bret Hart in a submission. I think it was officially submission, right?
I don't see Stone Cold winning that one. He
No.
couldn't even beat the goddamn Muppets.
Well, they got hard push.
That's true.
All
Hard
right,
push.
enough of that.
All right. So, what region are we starting with?
We're just
Sammy
gonna
Daddy.
We're going to keep going the same way.
I know,
If
but
you don't know what we're doing, go back and watch the last two videos. You'll figure it out.
yeah, and you're gonna be like, wow, these boys,
Boys are out of control.
are some of the best. And when I watch them, I feel like,
Shoot. Fucking shoot.
Better get it. Yeah. They love it.
this live studio audience is fucking horny.
Easy over there.
Oh,
We're going to go to the Charles Van Valley.
all right, I'm ready to go.
We got 2 matchups. Nope, lied. 4. Pitbull and Maya. A team I didn't expect to make it this far.
No, I know they just get lucky and have like weak opponents.
Well, not this week. Round, whatever.
Oh man, I'm scared for them.
Tag team match.
Oh, boy.
Pitbull and Maya against Edge and Christian. I'm just going to start writing, but you can talk.
Well, I guess the reason I think Pitbull and Maya would win is
Oh, you can see what I'm writing?
no, but it's clearly Edge and Christian.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy one. Pitbull
Yeah.
and Maya, good run,
Yeah, they
not
went
expect-
they went further than Stone Cold Steve Austin.
which is something.
Yeah,
Stone
that-
Cold didn't win a match. They won 2.
Yeah, so you know
What
what?
does that tell you? Mr. Worldwide. Mm-hmm. 305. Fireball. Bum, 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 bum. That's a song.
I didn't know you were such a big Pitbull guy.
You know, coincidentally enough, do you know who is a really big Pitbull guy? Charles Van.
Really?
Loves him.
That's so weird to me.
He does. He goes to the. He. What do they call him? Like Deadheads for the Grateful Dead.
Yeah.
He's a bull boy, and he wears a fake bald cap.
Shit.
And
Charles Van does that.
yeah, he follows Pitbull around
What a
the
freak.
country when
Wow.
he's not refereeing.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, it works with his. He tries to.
That makes sense. He's going to be really bummed that Pitbull lost in his region.
Sorry, Charlie.
Yeah, you know, Pitbull and Maya, I think they deserve some kind of like recognition just for getting as far as they did, and we love you, and we really cherish you, and we honor you.
Yeah, thanks a lot for participating.
Yeah.
All right, enough of that crap.
All right, next match.
Perez Hilton, who is also somebody that made it a lot farther than I would have assumed, against Johnny Knoxville.
Okay.
So again, I'm going to start writing, and you
Yeah. Johnny Knoxville knocks Perez Hilton out of it.
love it. I almost wrote Johnny Perez,
Oh.
but that's not right. You're going to finally get a little redemption for your last 2 weeks of this.
Okay. I don't know what that means because I
You're
feel
going to
like
know
you've
when
been
I
doing a
say
good job. All right.
No, you've been doing a wonderful job.
Oh, you know what? I bet I know where this is going. It's
Hulk Hogan?
It's going to be Hulk Hogan.
Against Daniel Bryan.
Oh, yay.
So again, I'm going to start writing.
Hogan's going to get his Hogan's going to get his head kicked in.
Okay, so we're on the same page.
Hulk Hogan finally out.
I feel like these have been a little bit easier than previous rounds.
It really
so
is
far.
because now it's like some of the best and some of the people who just got
And
lucky.
actually, here's another one.
All right.
Wiz Khalifa versus Batista.
Okay. Batista.
Yeah.
The
so
beast,
that was easy.
the animal.
We are done with the Charles Van Valley for the moment.
Okay.
So
that was fast.
that was quick. I told you it's going to start
Yeah.
going faster, and that was really bad matchups. Mm-hmm. Like,
Yeah,
not
like-
bad, but uneven.
No, for sure. All right. Now we're on the
Gregory
Iron Dome.
Speaking of Gregory Iron, you're not going to believe this.
Wrestle cream bullshit. Wrestle cream bullshit. There's wrestling and also cream involved.
He's correct about all those things. His arm still isn't better.
That's
Did
right.
you know this?
No, you know what? He was messaging me earlier telling me my arm is not better. He's tapping with his head.
Well, I think he uses his nose to hit the audio button and then talks.
That sounds like him.
Like a chicken.
I definitely would compare him to a chicken, and I do it quite often.
So do all his opponents. But so, same as the last couple episodes, down in the bio. Is that what it's called? Whatever.
Description.
Description.
Yes.
There'll be a link to his GoFundMe. If you're able to give him a little bit of something. He's out of work.
Yeah.
Pretty much, he's not bedridden, but he's like house ridden.
Yeah.
Unless somebody helps him out of his house. But
Yeah. And he could use your help. He's a great human being. He would do it for you.
absolutely,
God damn it.
without a doubt. So the GoFundMe link will be below. If you can't donate, share.
Yeah.
If you can't share, donate. Yeah, that's how it works. I
Yeah.
think, right?
Yeah. Both of them are sharing if you think about it.
And that's caring.
I mean, for God's sakes, I came!
And
Wrong
what more
button.
do you want?
Wrong button.
Oh, never mind then.
Yeah,
so we're in
sorry.
the Gregory Iron Dome region.
Welcome to the Dome, I say.
Here's a fun one.
Okay.
Rob Corddry, Clark Duke, and Craig Robinson from
Hot Tub Time
I think
Machine.
that's the Hot Tub Time Machine cast.
Call him
Minus
Team Hot Tub Time Machine.
John Cusack.
Yes.
See the other one?
Yeah, I think he's too much of a star to do this. That's what I think every time when I'm making the pictures.
He was doing stuff in TNA at the time.
Oh,
that's the
yeah,
difference.
he had that contract in TNA.
So a tough team. Mm-hmm. Not as tough as the Muppets, though.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
I'm putting that because we know who wins that one, dude.
Muppets,
the
right?
motherfucking
Okay.
Muppets.
Okay. Because sometimes you say that, and then you throw me a curveball, and I don't know if you're...
That's true.
I don't know if you're
I wouldn't do that.
you're kayfabing me or if you're shooting.
Shoot. Fucking shoot.
All right, so this is the first one I think is going to cause you a little distress.
Okay. Oh, man.
Michael Che and Colin Jost from Saturday Night Live, Weekend Update, all
Yes.
that kind of stuff, are fighting Stephen Amell.
Ah, man, that is tough. Because two guys against one.
It's a two-on. Stephen Amell obviously
He's a capable guy.
But it's still 2-on-1.
I personally
Yeah.
feel like Stephen Amell would win.
So as do I.
Okay.
Okay.
Stephen
That was
Amell
easy.
takes the cake.
All right, wasn't as hard as I thought. it was gonna
Sorry,
be.
boys. You made it really far. Further than you did in the Royal Rumble.
They were in the Royal Rumble, right? I know
Yeah.
we talked about this once already, but I couldn't officially remember.
No, those sons of bitches were definitely in the RR.
All right. Speaking of RR, Ozzy and Sharon Osbourne versus Santa Claus, portrayed by Mick Foley.
I am really not sure what the RR is. They said, speaking of RR.
Oh, I don't know. It's called a Segway.
Yeah, but it didn't really make any.
It's like a hoverboard with handlebars. Yeah.
Sharon and Ozzy Osbourne.
I'm trying to come up with an R&R. Rock and roll.
Perfect.
Is that Sammy Daddy?
That's a Black Sabbath.
Yeah, that's a good Black Sabbath tune.
You know what?
It was War Pigs.
They're doing their last concert ever
Really?
in wherever they started.
That's crazy.
But I thought it was Alabama. It's like Montgomery. And I'm like, why would they do
Montgomery
their last
Burns.
concert in Alabama? But
Yeah.
it's not.
That's
It's over there.
Because Alabama's pretty fucking gross.
Or no, but now they're in England.
That sounded just like someone from Alabama. So wait, it's the Osbournes against whom? I forget.
Ozzy and Sharon Osbourne versus Santa
Mick
Claus,
Claus,
portrayed
okay.
by Mick Foley.
This is tough. Because he's Santa Claus. He has magic.
Yeah, and I feel like the Mick Foley factor has I know we're doing it by
The character.
if they were the character or not, but it's being portrayed by Mick Foley. So he has like the resistance and reliability. There's
Yeah.
another R&R.
Oh,
So,
my God.
Speaking of it,
You know what? You good point. So Santa wins?
I gotta think so.
Yeah, Santa.
I like Ozzy, and Sharon seems
Sure.
good enough, I guess. But
Yeah. I agree. I think Santa Claus takes this one.
now this one is the last matchup in the Gregory Iron Dome for
Okay.
the moment. Shaquille O'Neal
Yeah.
will be facing the cast of MacGruber. Because I feel like Shaq would be a tough one to beat most of the time.
But I do feel
I think the MacGruber cast.
that MacGruber
Yeah.
it would win because, again, he could survive an explosion every week. And by the way, I was listening back to last week's show.
Yeah.
And you were mentioning that MacGruber is the only one who survives the explosion. Ryan Phillippe doesn't. But Kristen Wiig, also, her character is in every MacGruber as well, and she always survives too.
So they do, but he doesn't.
So they have two very durable people, and Ryan
So are
Phillippe.
they down to 2 now? Would they only have 2 people left at this point?
Is that how it works?
I don't know.
No, because we didn't
You're
have
the
some of the
MacGruber
Muppets
guy.
being killed. Or just in this specific fight.
I don't know.
I think
No, I guess it would be them.
MacGruber pulls out a gun.
Shoot. Fucking shoot.
And gets Shaq?
Shoots Shaq.
I think so. It's just too much for the big man.
Yeah, big man can't take that.
Well, that's it. Gregory Iron Dome closed for the moment. You ready?
You bet I am.
Taz Mahal. This, I think we have, well, Bret Hart versus Johnny Damon. That's Bret Hart. I'm going to jump to the next one real quick, too.
Okay.
Timbaland versus Shawn Michaels.
Oh my God.
I
We
mean-
know what's going to happen.
That's it. It's leading to,
You agree with me?
yeah. So
Shawn
we're gonna
Michaels
go
and
Bret Hart,
Bret Hart take
and
the
Shawn
cake.
Michaels winning.
All right. Sorry, Johnny Damon.
I
Big
don't mean
fan.
I don't want to rush. No, you're not. I don't want to rush through that.
I love the
But
Diamondbacks
why
or whatever.
bother?
Whatever
He
team
was
he's
on our
on.
team.
From Cleveland, the city that we live in. Okay, so
And
what's
this next one bums me out
oh no.
because I want to do this right and I want to do it fair and I don't just want to be like, oh, this one's funny or this one's the one I like. So we have the $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase
Right.
facing Pee Wee Herman. I think he puts Pee Wee to sleep.
Sadly, I think Pee Wee's
That was my hard push.
yeah, he
But-
pushed that one out real hard and sadly the $1 Million Man, the fucking capitalist that he is, came in and fucking ruined it like they do everything.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't
no question
expecting to go. I wasn't expecting to go that deep on it, but yeah, he killed Pee Wee.
Yeah. Fucking RVD kissed his foot. And now Pee Wee knows how it
Isn't that
feels.
Wild.
It
It's
is.
so weird the connections in wrestling.
Sure is,
I
man.
still like the clip with where the $1 Million Man gets the kid out of the crowd and he goes, "If you can dribble this basketball 10 times, I'll give you $100."
Yeah.
All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, and then he kicks it.
Yeah.
I love that.
That one's great.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not cool, but
Right.
as a bad guy character, I love it.
Yeah, that was actually Draz when he was a kid.
Who?
Draz?
Darren Drozdoff? Mm-hmm. I don't think it was. Do you know the clip I'm talking about?
Yeah,
I don't think it was Dross.
I know the clip you're talking about.
All right. Here's a tough one.
Okay.
Arnold Schwarzenegger
And Joe Magnolia
are fighting Roddy Piper.
Now, if it was anybody else, it would be simple, Roddy Piper. But he's facing two
that's
dang
the problem.
hunks.
And I don't want to factor that in, but you have to.
I mean, you look at a guy like Joe Magnolia, and he's carved out of steak. The guy is a beaut.
I've never heard that before.
And
Just a big meaty man.
Yeah.
To get it.
And fucking
sense.
right. And like
Arnold is the
he's the first bodybuilder that there's ever been.
Yeah.
And
There's a statue of him in Columbus.
I've seen it.
Me too.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Oh yeah.
All right, that's it. So I think they beat Roddy.
Sadly, Roddy.
He's yeah. The other wrestlers advanced, but not Roddy.
No.
I'm sorry.
Sorry,
I'm
Rod.
a big Roddy Piper.
It's too bad you got matched up against those blokes.
And I do know his nickname is Rowdy, but I like to call him Roddy Piper.
I think we all do.
Because it makes me think of Roddy from The Price is Right.
Oh my
Marcus
God,
Rodgers
dude! I
tournament.
haven't heard that name in such a long time.
Come on down. That's what they. Never mind. I was gonna make it. Never mind.
Oh,
I mean, for God's sakes, I came.
on down.
That's when Adam Cole was on The Price is Right.
Yeah, him and Aaron Paul.
They said, Adam, how'd it go when you went on The Price is Right? For God's sakes, I came on down. Baby.
Baby. Oh man.
All right,
Fucking
that's it for
Adam.
the Taj Mahal.
Okay, so
Scott Steiner Stadium. First matchup: Hugh Jackman versus Flo Rida.
now I think Hugh Jackman is one of the favorites.
He's a non-wrestler as far as the non-wrestlers
Yeah.
and one-man teams or whatever you want. I guess they're not teams, but single competitors. He's definitely towards the top of the list.
Yes, for sure. And I think he definitely takes out Flo Rida.
Yeah, sorry, Flo.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
Looks like you're riding somewhere else. In the
Not here.
gates of hell.
Yeah. Hugh Jackman, tell him Hugh Jackman sent you.
Yeah.
Michael Strahan,
Famous sportsman.
TV host
Yeah. About
in
sports.
football. No.
He has a gap between his teeth.
Yeah, you've looked them up.
Yeah. Well, I had to make all those pictures.
I know. Well, that was the producers.
Oh yeah, that was the producers and editors of the show. They're not to be named because
They're
they're
over there.
a bunch of faceless morons.
Oh, I hate them so much.
I wish they were dead. Might kill one of them after the show tonight. Take him
just
out
so
back
angry
and
thinking
slit
about
his
them.
stinking throat until he bleeds into my mouth.
Taz.
Hey, guys, edit that out, okay?
Yeah, take that out. guys.
I don't want to get arrested when I kill you. So what's the
Michael
next match?
Strahan's going to fight somebody.
Right on, dude.
Dusty Rhodes.
Oh.
So Michael Strahan.
This is a tough one.
He's in shape,
Yeah.
athlete. But Dusty, I feel like Dusty Rhodes beats him.
I think
'cause
so
he
too.
knows.
I think so too, but I didn't want to.
Dusty
I don't wanna-
knows.
I don't know
I
enough
like
about.
Michael
I don't know
Strahan.
enough about Michael Strahan, so I didn't want to be like,
He
yeah,
was a phenomenal,
the Dust Boy.
phenomenal football player. Seems like a great personality.
Hell yeah, man.
Cares about life.
Good.
But
I like when people do.
yeah, but too bad. Dusty deathmatch. Dusty finish.
What's the next match?
Chad Ochocinco,
Famous football man.
you knew that one, is fighting Chris Angel.
Okay. Because the thing is being a magician, that means that's like you're always in character. So he's got the powers of magic. Mm-hmm. But I still think that Ochocinco would take him down personally.
You think so?
Yeah, because Chris Angel's kind of scrawny.
I don't know. I
You thinking
was thinking
CA?
Chris Angel.
Really? What do? We flip a coin?
I think we have to flip a coin. Well, here, let's skip it. We'll come back because there's
Okay.
only one more.
Okay.
Jesse the Body Ventura is fighting ZZ Top,
Oh, the bearded ones.
the bearded boys.
Okay.
And I feel like ZZ Top are old, frail men.
Yeah, and
Like, even when they were at their peak and they weren't,
yeah.
I feel like they're old, frail men, and they have those big trench coats to hide their little bird arms. Birds don't have arms, bird legs.
Yeah.
I corrected myself.
I think Jesse the Body Ventura wins too. I think he was like a Navy SEAL, wasn't he?
Yeah.
The guy's a
or
fucking
like
tough
a green
boy.
beret or something. Yeah, he's the real deal. I ain't got time to bleed.
Yeah,
I love
beautiful
that.
boy.
He is.
That Jesse the body. All right, now let's go
so
back.
That's easy. So let's go back.
Now,
Chris Angel and Chad Ochocinco.
Let's try to think about this. Make a
I feel
case
like
for
the
Chris Angel.
illusionist part of it. He can levitate,
Yeah.
so he can get away from him.
Okay, but he's not. Okay, so like he's not really levitating.
I don't know.
But
You don't know that.
it's in character he is.
And he can make stuff appear and disappear. That's both.
So he could make like a chainsaw
You
appear.
think Chad Ochocinco? Well, give me yours.
I just think
Chad.
he's a fucking
He's just in shape.
strong athlete, and Chris Angel's a small little
I don't think
bugger.
he's small.
Well, compared to a
like
big athlete.
like height wise, I think he's in shape.
Yeah,
he
but
does,
not
he
like
does
a
those endurance things. Like David
yeah,
Blaine.
that's true. That's true.
He was buried alive.
All right, you convinced me. I think Chris Angel takes out whoever.
Ochocinco?
Yeah, Chad Ochocinco. Through the power of magic. But this makes me afraid for the wrestlers when they come into contact with like McGruber and Chris Angel, because we set a precedent that they could just beat anybody.
Yeah. Well,
That is what it is. It's a death match. We didn't make the rules.
Sorry.
Well, we did, but it's okay.
Oh, we did make the rules.
Sorry, Creamers.
Well,
Okay.
you don't like it?
So we're back.
Comment it. We're back.
Yeah, comment below. Let us know if you disagree with any of that round.
Or agree. If you do agree.
So what? So how many?
So we're back to Charles
How many
Van
things
Valley.
are in each?
Now?
Yeah,
Two
each,
each, which will lead to one each.
and then
Which
that's
will lead to two more, which will lead to one more.
So like after this round, it's the semifinals.
I guess. I don't
Okay.
know. It's kind of confusing.
Because after this one, isn't it? Wouldn't it be like the Charles
it'll
Van?
be the final. It'll be the final four.
Right.
So it'll be this. Well, so there's two matches in each round in each region still.
Yes.
So that'll lead to one match in each region. Then that'll be the champion of each region. So when each region,
you're
each region has a champion, that's the semifinal.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, gotcha.
So we're almost there. Just hold tight. Creamers.
Okay, so what's the first match of the Charles Van Valley?
Charles Van Valley has Edge and Christian fighting Mr. Johnny Knoxville.
I think Edge and Christian.
I do too. I like Johnny Knoxville, but it's
Yeah,
just
he made it really far.
They'll both go to that place they need to go to hurt him.
Sure will. And, again,
Maim
Johnny
him.
Knoxville got further than Stone Cold Steve Austin and Roddy Piper.
Yeah, somehow. I like Johnny Knoxville, so I get
He's
it.
fine.
Pretty amazing. Good run, John.
We salute you.
I'm a big Johnny
And
Knoxville.
we,
I almost want to skip this one, but we're not gonna.
okay.
I wanted to skip it to later because there's gonna be. I think we're gonna be on different sides of this one.
Oh, boy.
Daniel Bryanson
Okay.
against Dave Bautista, a real live wrestling match.
Wow.
I think is that our first wrestler on? Oh no, we had some in the beginning.
I can't remember what they were, but
Daniel
I do think.
Bryan beat Trish Stratus,
Yeah. Oh, that's
and he
right.
just beat Hulk Hogan.
Dang, he's only
And-
fighting wrestlers.
And he fought David Otunga
Wow.
in the first round, I believe.
This is a hard one, man. It's a death
Batista's
match.
got the size.
It's a death match, right? But I think Daniel Bryan is would be like better at fighting. But also, Batista does MMA,
Yeah.
so it's not like he's just like a fucking Hulk Hogan, big muscle guy that doesn't know how to
No, he
fight.
can wrestle. I'm not saying he wrestles
Yeah.
as good as Daniel Bryanson, but I don't know. I feel like you were going to lean Daniel Bryan and I was going to lean Batista.
I know, but I'm not.
don't
But I'm
know.
I'm on the fence on this one.
But so am I. That's the problem. Is I was like a little bit of. Do you want to come back to it? We can come back to it.
Let's go back to it. Let's come back to it. I was thinking maybe we should
Just to
phone
get through.
somebody.
Just to get through the. Oh.
Well, this is the
that's
Charles
a good
Van
idea.
Valley. Do you think he's home or is he at training?
I don't know what time is it.
7:22.
call him?
Yeah, call him and then let him decide. It's his valley. All
So
right,
just call him.
yeah, call the little
I
bugger.
think it might be before he goes, but I don't know.
Let's try. Let's try him.
I can't turn it down.
I can though.
Okay. I really hope there's not a tie in the Scott Steiner Stadium.
I know. Right. He's really hard to get a hold of.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message.
I'm not. He doesn't even get a message. He must be I think he is at school.
What a goddamn prick.
Well, that doesn't help.
No, it does
Oh,
not.
Man.
So we're gonna have to do this, man. But you don't have the easy way out here.
That would have been so nice.
Yeah.
So what do we flip a coin? Are we coming back to it? What did we say we were going to do?
You know what? Maybe ask ChatGPT.
All right. We'll ask ChatGPT. I wonder.
That's like flipping a coin.
It's like a 3-sided coin.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to go, who would win
In
in a death match between. How do you spell death match? Oh, it's 2 words?
I always put it as it.
I'm going to put Daniel Bryan, too, just so it's.
That's fair.
And Batista.
I think it's going to say Batista.
I don't think it's going to give us an answer. If we're talking a true death match, no rules, weapons allowed, and fighting to the bitter end, Batista has the clear physical advantage. The dude is a tank with insane strength and size. One well-placed powerbomb through a flaming table, and Bryan might not be getting back up. But Daniel Bryan Danielson, has the stamina of a madman and the technical prowess to wear down a bigger opponent. He's also one of the toughest wrestlers ever. The guy came back from career-ending injuries and got legitimately knocked out cold by a stiff shot from Nigel McGuinness back in the day and kept going. If he can avoid Batista's power moves and turn it into a brutal submission-heavy grind, he can make the animal tap. So, if it's a short fight, Batista steamrolls him. But if it drags on and Bryan turns it into a war of attrition, I could see him choking out Big Dave with a piece of barbed wire while screaming, yes, 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 like a maniac. That's not an answer.
No, it stayed on the fence. Just say, pick one, please, because I know you like to say nice. Be nice to it.
Yeah, pick one, please. Daniel Bryan wins. Batista's power is scary, but Bryan's durability, endurance, and technical ability give him the edge in a true death match. He'd weather the storm, chop Batista down with leg kicks, and eventually lock in a submission that even the animal couldn't escape.
I'm glad that ChatGPT decided to choose the right one. You know, I love Batista. I'm a Batista boy. But D-Bry, he's the GOAT.
I said thanks. It said anytime, Sammy Daddy. Always down to analyze a good hypothetical bloodbath.
Is that Sammy Daddy?
Yes, it is. All right, well, that's it for the Charles. Or you want to just finish it then? And we'll know who the champion is?
Okay, let's do that. Yeah, why not?
Edge and Christian versus Daniel Bryan. There you go. Maybe we shouldn't have.
Because I think Batista probably could have taken Edge and Christian.
I know.
But I don't know if Daniel Bryan could. Because
there's 2 of them.
Yeah, and they're both really good wrestlers. I think Edge and Christian.
I
can't believe I said
the fact that they're wrestlers.
Yeah.
Gives them that advantage.
But at the same time,
I have an eraser.
WrestleMania 30 was Randy Orton.
Almost a handicap
it was
match
basically a handicap match against Evolution.
Oh man, because Batista and Randy Orton would beat Edge and Christian.
Yeah,
that's fair.
That's fair in a death match.
Oh man,
and Bryan Danielson beat Batista.
You're selling me back to it, and Randy Orton.
But I mean, in that
match. Oh, in this.
Yeah.
But also
in that match,
at
right?
WrestleMania.
So who tapped?
I thought Batista.
Did Batista tap? I can't remember.
We should have factored that into there. I thought he did because he was the one. Yeah,
Okay. I kind of think Daniel Bryan might win now.
You're sold on Daniel Bryan?
I'm sold. I fucking talked myself into it. But right. I'm willing to budge. I'm not like.
I'm going Daniel Bryan.
Okay.
That's what my gut says.
Daniel Bryan is the Charles Van Valley champion of deathmatch.
Unless I'm doing this wrong, but yeah, I think that works. Yeah, I'm happy with that choice.
Okay. So
now I like these next ones. All right, this one will be easy, I think.
And we're on the Greg Iron Dome.
We're back in the Greg Iron Dome. GoFundMe is below. Help him out if you can. Stephen Amell versus the Muppets.
The Muppets.
Okay.
Okay, you agree?
There.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, Stephen Amell. You're great. We love you, Stevie, but you can't take out the Muppets.
As far as I thought he would.
Thought he'd make it to the quarters.
I don't know. I don't understand how it works.
Yeah, okay.
I'm still confused by the whole thing. MacGruber cast.
Oh my God, dude. The MacGruber cast might end up fighting the Muppets.
They're fighting Santa Claus. Do they get past Santa, though, to do it?
That's a good question because Santa has the power of magic. But what can he do? It's not like he's not like Chris Angel magician. You know, he just could make reindeers fly around and deliver presents and shit like that. He could deliver a bomb.
Man, I know, but what does that do?
You're right. Oh my God, this is the thing I've been talking about all this time. You can fight bombs.
Well, we got to the point now. We flushed through all the shit.
Right, now we're in the...
And now we're in the creamy center.
I am the cream
Of this morsel. I don't know what that means.
Well, okay, so
Santa
this
Claus
is a real
against
immovable
MacGruber
object
cast.
versus...
Yeah, you want to talk
hard... What is it again?
irresistible force?
I said the second thing first. That really threw me off.
I don't know which one's which.
Yeah, okay.
Santa Claus, as portrayed by Mick Foley. And MacGruber cast.
The thing about the MacGruber cast in this whole tournament is that they only win
Because of MacGruber.
because of defense. Like they're not, we don't think that they're like they could.
I mean, he can do his thing where he makes the things and does the things, but can they do the thing?
But he always screws it up, and that's what causes the explosion. So he's not really good at it.
Well, I don't want to. You're making me lean Santa Claus.
I think Santa Claus might be able to take on the MacGruber guys. And
all right, no, I agree.
Okay.
Sorry, MacGruber cast. Hell of a run.
Yeah, you guys really made it fair.
All right,
made it fair.
So the Gregory Iron Dome champion, Santa Claus against the Muppets.
That's tough, man.
They did do a Christmas Carol.
I'm leaning Muppets.
I am too. Just sheer numbers.
Yeah. Muppets it is.
All right, well, that was easy.
The Muppets are the champions of the Gregory Iron Dome death match.
Appropriate.
Yeah.
He'll be happy to hear that.
Yeah, he fucking hates Santa.
Is he a Muppet guy? I feel like he's got to be into the Muppets.
He was like, I asked for a Nintendo 64 and all they got me was a crackhead for a mom. Fucking Greg. Anyway.
Tale as old as time.
Yeah, right.
I'm going to skip Taj Mahal and come back to that.
Okay.
We're going to jump.
This is a little unorthodox.
This is unorthodox, but it needs to be, trust me, it needs to be done. I'm going to even change how, yeah. Scott Steiner Stadium, Hugh Jackman versus Dusty Rhodes. It's pretty exciting.
That is good. Do you have any, who do you think?
I don't know. I think I was leaning Hugh. Sounds weird. I think I was leaning Hugh, but I do respect Dusty.
Right. I'm leaning Hugh too.
I think...
And I don't respect Dusty. No, I'm kidding. I love Dusty.
So we're on the same page.
He's great, but I do feel
think
like
Hugh Jackman is in just such phenomenal shape.
Yeah.
Did you see him? I know it's not the same time frame, but in Deadpool and Wolverine or whatever it's called.
Yeah, when he was a shirt
At the end?
Yeah.
That's silly.
Yeah.
Like, do you think Ryan Reynolds was like, hey, we have to do a thing where his shirt gets ripped off?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I feel like his shirt more explodes. Dusty Rhodes shirts did that too, but for different reasons.
All right.
Hold on.
Definitely sold me that Hugh Jackman. Yeah, that was appropriate.
Yeah, the first time I ever really used it. So Hugh Jackman goes on to the next
beats
round.
Dusty Rhodes. Sorry, Dusty.
Sorry, Dusty.
Jesse the Body. Chris Angel. I really like the Body.
So do I, and I want to pick him because I respect him, but I don't know if he
Doing
could
the
beat
illusionist
Magic.
thing. But he's pretty good at reading between the lines, seeing what's going on behind the scenes.
That's true.
He's big on his conspiracies. He's very well educated and read on what's going on in the world. So I think if he has a chance, it would be because he can see past the trick. He knows he's not really floating. He knows he didn't really pull that staple out of his nose. I don't remember.
So we're going Jesse? I could agree with that.
I think Jesse can see past
the magic, the illusions of it.
The illusion.
Okay, I mean that's a really good way of looking at it because he's got the conspiracy.
I know we
theories
gave Chris Angel the power of magic, but Jesse knows that it's not real. I think Jesse the Body.
Jesse the Body.
Do you agree?
I do agree.
And I do like Chris Angel a lot. I used to watch that. Did you ever watch the show?
Chris Angel's Mind Freak. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mind Freak. Are you ready? He did that too. You did it before for Triple H, but Chris Angel did it. Remember that the show?
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Do you think? Remember Merch Freak from BTE?
That was fun. That was Chris Angel.
I never thought of that until you just said
You didn't know that was it?
I just never.
That was
it didn't occur to me. Yeah.
Because he would go.
I just thought they were being weirdos, dude.
No, they were Chris Angel. Like
that's
years.
Funny.
Like
yeah, that's good.
All right. So this will decide the winner of the champion, I should say. Excuse me, sorry. Of the Scott Steiner Stadium. Jesse the Body Ventura, Hugh Jackman.
I know who I think, but I want to know who you think.
Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, me too. Sorry, buddy. We love you. And we honor you, but...
Yeah, no offense, Bod.
Yeah.
All right, so your Scott Steiner Stadium, kind of appropriate. It came down to Hugh Jackman and Jesse the Body for the Scott Steiner Stadium.
That's very
One
true.
of the best physiques in the history of wrestling.
Yeah.
Because he had the peaks and the freaks. And two of the best physiques. Well, one in wrestling and one not. Wow.
Okay, so
This is
far,
amazing.
we've got the Charles Van Valley champion is
Daniel
Bryan. The Gregory Iron Dome champion is the Muppets. And the Scott Steiner Stadium champion is Hugh Jackman. Okay, now let's go on to the Taj Mahal.
I think we have two tough ones here. No, we don't. I lied. One's really easy. Ted DiBiase versus Arnold Schwarzenegger and Joe Magliano.
Okay.
Arnold and Joe.
Yeah, okay. I was kind of scared that you were going with the other way.
No. That's from a thing.
Yeah. What is it from?
I don't know. I can't place it.
Me either.
No.
Yeah, I know. I know what you're doing, but I don't know what that is. What the fuck? How about, if you Google it, that's like too vague. What's the thing where it goes no? I don't know. It
There's
might
a
work.
website. I think you have to pay to use it more than like once or twice, but you can put in a quote and it pulls up like every movie and TV show that like line has been in.
Really?
I actually looked it up, and like if you look up like "Talk to Turkey,"
Yeah, that's cool.
it would do all of those.
No, hold on. No.
Yeah, that's it. No,
that's wrong. It says it's Get Out.
I mean maybe, but
I don't think this is like old, right?
mine.
Yeah. I'm adding more no's and
I
seeing
don't
if that makes a
remember.
difference. Damn it, man.
There's more to it.
No. Yeah. Damn it, man.
We'll get an answer for you. Or we
Yeah,
won't.
yeah, Creamers. We're sorry about that.
Well, no. In fact, listen to the end of the episode, and it'll be at the end of the episode.
Okay, there you go.
Guaranteed.
That's basically like giving homework to.
I'll find it.
No, I'll look for. I'm just kidding.
All right, our last matchup before the championship in the Taj Mahal: Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels.
Oh my God.
Death match.
All right. Who do you go with?
I like if we're just talking, not in our little tournament, but just in wrestling, we're shooting, talking to turkey.
You know, I don't know if we've ever talked about it, if you're if you're a
And
Bret
that's what
guy.
I'm going. That's what
Yeah.
I was about to get to. And
Okay, so-
I would say
I'm gonna shoot. I'm gonna fucking shoot.
I'm gonna fucking shoot. I like Shawn Michaels.
I like Bret Hart.
I had a feeling that's the way you would go.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't disrespect. Not disrespect. I
Yeah.
don't not
Yeah,
like
sure.
Either one.
I think when I was like a kid, I like really thought Shawn Michaels was the greatest. Like when I was a teenager and stuff. But like as an adult, like going back and watching a bunch of stuff that I didn't see and things like that, and just the human beings that they are.
I think I don't. Yeah, I mean, if you want to factor that stuff in,
And like I like the kind of wrestling that Bret Hart did.
I think I can appreciate Bret Hart more now than I did as a kid.
Yeah.
But when I was watching, Shawn Michaels was around and Bret Hart.
Yeah, that's
Kinda
fair.
wasn't.
Yeah, that's fair. But I
That's
think
how I
yeah.
think of it, but
And I think that's
I think
probably
Bret
part of
Hart
why
is
I like Bret Hart more is because I
He's
was
a piece
robbed of him.
shit Canadian making fun of us.
Yeah.
You telling me I'm stupid.
Yeah.
And then like Shawn Michaels putting like the flag in his nose is
Yeah.
funny to me.
So then,
Like as a kid.
yeah. What? Oh, this is the fucking Taj Mahal.
Yeah. So it's I don't know.
I wish we can call Taz, but he's busy. He told me not to call.
What are you calling me for?
Yeah.
I'm busy.
Yeah.
I'm with Hook and Action Bronson.
Yeah, we're at dinner, Jones.
Where I'm trying to get my Grub Jones on.
Yeah, fucking Taz. He's such a
He's such a I mean,
friend of the
I
show.
Love the guy.
Friend of the show.
Love him.
Yeah, but he's a little bit too much
do
to
love
handle
Taz.
sometimes. Yeah, he's one of my
I
favorites
don't
of all
know who
time.
wins this because my gut. I don't want to say my gut, But my initial thought was...
But my nut
says Shawn Michaels. That was my initial thought was Shawn Michaels. But I think Bret Hart has a lot of hate in his heart.
That's true.
And he could use that in a death match.
Yeah. You know who's a lot like Taz is Johnny Arson, the local rapper. Maybe we give him a call.
That's fine.
No, I know who he's going to pick. Shawn Michaels is his favorite wrestler of all time.
We can't. He's biased.
Yeah.
No, I'm going to be honest. If you think Bret Hart, I could vote Bret
But
Hart.
I feel the same way about if you think Shawn Michaels.
We got to stop getting along so well.
Let's ask ChatGPT.
All right.
You got to give her a name. And Creamer's at home, just so you know.
There is a name.
He refers to his ChatGPT app as a female.
Hold on, I'm asking what's her name. We gave her a name. Oh, Creambot 5000.
It's actually the fucking sick name.
You can call me Creambot 5000, your trusty tag team partner in wrestling takes, conspiracies, and questionable ideas. But if you had a better time, we're not doing that part.
Love it.
All right, so same thing.
Beautiful girl. Oh,
Who would win
girl.
in a death match between Shawn Michaels and Bret
You know what though?
Hart?
Before you ask,
that's fine.
in my mind, Bret Hart is in his prime. But when he was the guest host, he was not in his prime. Shawn Michaels
would have been in a better spot than Bret Hart was.
Yeah, and so maybe I should have that in my mind, and I kind of think, I think Shawn Michaels would win. But let's ask. I'm curious what it says.
Pushes us one way or the other. So I did say who would win in a death match between Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart. Please choose one winner.
Mm-hmm. That's nice of you to ask.
I don't want to have to type again.
Word.
Oh wow! Just immediate. Shawn Michaels wins the death match.
Okay, Shawn Michaels.
Bret's got the technical edge, that dungeon-dwelling grappler grip. But Shawn's the guy who thrives in chaos. He survived Hell in a Cell, an exploding ego, and somehow still has energy to do 15 kip-ups in a match.
Wow, that's really true.
In a death match where brutality meets storytelling, HBK is going to find a ladder, a table, a chunk of barbed wire shaped like a cross, and make it iconic.
That's hilarious.
Plus,
shaped like a cross.
Plus, Bret would try to put on a clinic. Shawn would put on a spectacle. And in a death match, spectacle wins. You want to finish?
Does it have to finish?
Picture this. Sweet chin music with a thumbtack loaded boot. 1, 2, sorry, Bret. Screw job part 2.
Wow, it says that.
Yeah.
Wow. That's kind of funny that it got the Young Bucks did that.
I like the
and they're known for doing too many super kicks.
The barbed wire.
Yeah, that's my favorite. That's my favorite thing I've ever heard.
All right, it's Shawn Michaels.
Shawn Michaels is the Taz Mahal Deathmatch champion.
No, he's not.
Oh, well, no.
But that's all right.
He's made it to the fucking quarters. No, wait, that's not true.
If he wants to be the champion, he's got to get through Arnold Schwarzenegger and Joe Magnier. And I don't know if he does.
I don't think he does.
Arnold and Joe.
All right.
So Arnold Schwarzenegger and Joe.
They're the only team that's made it to the final.
Surprisingly,
the champions.
well, that's not true.
The Muppets. Yeah, that's a good point.
But I know what you're saying.
I was wrong.
Really? Yeah, I know. But you're trying your best. And most importantly, we're having fun. And that's what this is about. Hopefully the Creamers are having a little bit of fun too.
I am the cream, yeah.
I like that song. I like that song. All right.
It was nice.
So I guess this is the semifinals. Isn't that what you've been asking for forever?
Well, I was wrong with the math.
Yeah, math smash.
That's what I always say.
Charles Van Valley champion Daniel Bryanson. Gregory Iron Dome champion, the Muppets. Who you got going to the championship? I don't know why I said it twice, but it felt right.
So Daniel Bryan again. Mm-hmm. He beat Triple H.
Mm-hmm. I don't remember.
Shawn Michaels.
We're talking real life?
Yeah. He beat Triple H, Randy Orton, and Batista all in the same night.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He competed in... Oh, that was when he was Bryan Danielson, so that doesn't count.
I don't know. Was it before he was Daniel Bryan?
No, it was in AEW.
After he
I was going to
Bryan?
say,
I don't know
yeah.
if that's.
It doesn't count.
We're just making up rules as we do it.
It can't.
Hugh Jackman's in the finals. Who cares?
I don't know, but the Muppets. I think I keep pushing just because I like
the
them.
Muppets take your boy down.
You think?
I know he's a dragon, but they got a frog.
He wasn't a dragon in AEW or in WWE.
He was a dragon before that.
We've got a hawk is what you're doing, right? We've got a frog. Was that what you're
I guess so. I didn't. Not intentionally.
Yeah. Okay.
And there's the frog Thor in the comics.
That's true.
Which is not Hulk.
No, not at all. All right. I think the Muppets.
I think the Muppets make it to the finals.
Yeah, they've defeated.
I'm sorry.
Brian Daniels.
That dastardly Brian Daniels.
He made it far. Farther than I thought he would.
Hey, he almost. There's these last couple he could have lost. Edge and Christian,
Yeah.
Batista.
Yeah.
He took out Hulk Hogan pretty easily. But,
Oh, yeah.
all right, so we got the Muppets making it all the way to the final. Let's see who they fight for the championship.
Okay, so it's a Taj Mahal champion.
This is the Taj Mahal champion of Arnold Schwarzenegger and Joe Magnion fighting Hugh Jackman.
I can't believe that Arnold and Joe lose, in my opinion, this time
You think
to
so?
Hugh Jackman. What do you think?
I don't know.
The
I
only
think
reason is because
Hugh's tougher than Joe, for sure.
yeah,
And Arnold's a little, just because Arnold's a little bit older.
that's the only reason that
I think Hugh.
and don't get me wrong, Joe is
Beautiful boy.
Oh,
one of the most beautiful.
this probably is the best looking matchup in the whole thing.
Oh yeah, I got a real bone rock over here.
Hello. Bone job.
Oh yeah, that's what I should have said.
Well, I said it, so just move, make your lips move and post.
Instead of just saying it and then cutting it
Nope.
out. Yeah. All right, so
So I think Hugh Jackman. No, I think I think he can
so.
do it.
I think so too. So Hugh Jackman.
That was a really good showing, but Arnold and Joe were very dominant, I think, in all their wins.
Yeah,
Even
they
against
were.
Roddy Piper,
Yeah.
Ted DiBiase, they took out wrestling legends,
Yeah.
Hall of Famers.
We salute you, boys.
Yeah, good job, I guess.
So now it's
This is it.
the finals.
This is what we've been doing for 6 years to try to get to. You have Hugh Jackman, Wolverine, the guy that sings in that circus movie, I think.
yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Is it a circus movie? It's a war movie.
The greatest. No, that's two different movies now. The Greatest Showman and fucking Les Mis. Les Miserables.
Late Greatest Showman.
Yeah.
There you go. Take that one, Hollywood, and run. He's done other things too, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he was a magician. Illusionist? Nope, the other one.
What is that one called?
Is he in the other one? The distributor. Is it the?
I think it is. It's fucking. I don't know, but it's like
They had two at the
it's a
same
Christopher
time.
Nolan movie.
There was two at the
Yeah.
same time, and one was The Illusionist, and
But-
the other one was Protege. Prestige.
Prestige. The Prestige. He was also in. He was in a movie with Jake Gyllenhaal. It was directed by.
Jarhead. Dark Knight Rises. Brokeback Mountain.
No, it's not those ones. It's didn't. It's,
Prince of Persia.
no, it's
Did you-
directed
you
by
said Jake
Denis
Gyllenhaal.
Villeneuve.
I don't know who that is.
He
Who?
directed fucking Blade Runner 2049, which has Batista in it.
The Hugh Jackman movie?
He directed Dune and Dune 2
I haven't seen those.
and Sicario.
I don't know what that is. Oh, with the masks? The skeleton masks? Then that's a different one.
Has Benicio del Toro in it.
He was a Wolfman.
It all comes full circle.
I just had it.
That's right. But
Benicio was
that's
a-
the one from like what,
He
2001
was
or
a
something?
teen wolf. Who?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Benicio.
Oh, Hugh Jackman, I think the reason he was on wrestling, Real Steel.
Real Steel.
That one was
That's
all
right.
right. That was okay.
Wasn't he? Yeah, okay. Anyways, he was in a bunch of stuff.
Well, I just want to give him his roses
Yeah.
for making the final.
Of course, he deserves it.
And now so Hugh Jackman, actor, philanthropist,
Yeah.
musical arts,
Yeah. Lover.
same as his competitor.
Lover
though.
in the night.
Oh, absolutely. During the day, too, if you ask nicely. Same as his competitor, though. The Muppets.
Some of the greatest to ever do it.
So I know it's...
No wrestlers made it to the finals.
No, why would they? So I know it's as how they were on the show. So if they were a character, as we've brought up many
Right.
times.
Because if
But
they weren't,
How sweet is Wolverine versus the Muppets?
It's very sweet because it's like the Deadpool scene where they're killing all those Deadpools.
Yeah, but it's Muppets.
But it's Muppets, yeah. Like, yeah. So that would be sick.
Miss Piggy. The little mice.
Yeah.
The penguins. The phenomena.
Yeah.
Those things.
Right. Those great things. This is tough, man. Do you have like an idea in your head of who you think would win this one?
Absolutely, I do.
All right,
Want me
well,
to say it
on
aloud?
3. 1, 2, 3.
The
Muppets. Yay!
Well, there we go.
The Muppets.
Are the greatest raw
They've defeated.
GM, guest host, guest star of all time.
Man, we love you, Muppets, and we wish you the best. Don't turn off the show.
Muppets.
But the Muppets,
They did it.
they fucking did it, man.
A lot of people said they couldn't.
I know there's a lot of doubters, but that just made them stronger, if you ask me.
So the winner was the Gregory Iron Dome champion of the Muppets. So I just want to go through it real quick. They beat Floyd Mayweather Jr. in the first round. They were hard pushed past Stone Cold Steve Austin in the second round. So they almost didn't make it out of the second round.
That's true.
So that's pretty interesting if you think about it.
It is.
And then from then on, oh wait, that was Stone Cold. And then everything else happened today, I guess. They beat the Hot Tub Time Machine team, Stephen Amell, Santa Claus, and Hugh Jackman.
A lot of tough opponents for the Muppets.
In no way, shape, or form do I regret that they won. I think it's perfect.
It is perfect. Muppets, you earned it, kiddo.
Who's your favorite Muppet?
Yeah, who's your favorite Muppet? Are you proud that the Muppets won?
I like Sam the Eagle.
I bet.
Yeah.
Because his name is...
Rude.
Is that Sammy, Daddy?
It's close to mine. His name's close to mine, so I like him.
That tracks.
Who do you like?
Joe, the barber.
Joe Met the Frog.
Yeah, I like Kermit. I don't really like the Muppets that much.
Really? After all this?
No, I'm kidding.
That'd be funny.
No, yeah, it would be.
Actually, I'm terrified.
I like that you're taking a sip of a coffee cup as we talk about Kermit. Muppets, we're proud of you, boys and ladies.
And everything in between. Swedish Chef, Beaker, is the other one Bunsen?
Mm-hmm. And Burner.
I thought it was Beaker.
No, Bunsen and Burner. Oh, yeah, you're right, Beaker.
Because he did the thing with Seamus, because they look the same.
That's funny.
Because of the hair.
Yeah.
Oh, man. The memories.
There's so many.
The Muppet.
Everybody
the
has them.
Muppetries.
Wonderful.
Remember Baby Muppets? The cartoon?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was cool.
But they did, yeah, they probably would have not made it, though.
If it was the Baby Muppets?
Yeah.
No. Unless it was
even
Muppets
Hogan could have beat them. But it was the real Muppets, and they are the champions, my friend.
Maybe the real Muppets were the friends we made along the way.
I think we could all agree with that.
Yeah. So we did it.
So what do you think, Creamers?
Is the bracket still down below?
Yeah, the bracket will still be down
Check
below,
the
so you
bracket
could check
down
it
below.
out. And do you think the right team? Do you think the right champions won?
Print off the bracket and fill it out, and then email it to me. SammyDaddy@WrestleCream.com. Or
We've never talked about that.
I know. That's why I wanted to plug it now.
Good.
Or what's yours?
I think it's just Hot Joe with no quotation marks. Hot Joe at WrestleCream.com.
Yeah, we have emails.
Yeah, we have emails with our
check
show's
that out.
name in the .com part, which shows you that we're really making it in this world, and we're doing a great job, and we're great boys.
In my book, he's nothing but a loser.
The rug button.
In my book,
Hey, there's a lot of buttons over
he's
here.
nothing but a loser.
No, I thought that.
Beautiful boy.
He's nothing but a beautiful boy. Yeah. So yeah, email us your bracket, or just email us
with some questions.
Spam.
Ask us, what's our favorite color? We'll answer it on the show.
I'll answer any email, maybe.
Yeah, and we'll answer it on the program.
Yeah, send in your questions or concerns or thoughts.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be a question.
Do you like it better when Sammy Daddy wears a beanie, or do you like it better when he's hatless?
It's in the car. I forgot it in the car.
Comment below.
It's warm out. It's like unseasonably muggy. I don't want to wear the hat.
All right, now, what is the John Cena quote of the week?
I'd love to tell you.
Bum, 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 bum.
Now, this one does have a picture.
Bum, 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 bum.
that
Right
we
on.
will post at some point.
Yeah, well, it'll be in the fucking, it'll be on the video.
Well, you're going to see it in a second.
You're going to go, ooh.
Just use your eyes and watch, unless you're podcasted. The John Cena quote of the week. Be who you are, regardless of who you are with. So, yeah, take that in. Take a
So,
old sip of that.
Sammy Daddy,
Is that Sammy Daddy?
Yes, it is.
what's your match count of 2025, the year of our lives? And I know you haven't watched any matches, but I just don't remember.
It was
what your match count
223. The same as it was on the previous
Same as it
episode,
ever was.
because I didn't watch any wrestling. So, sorry, Creamers.
My-
April. What's today? Don't say it, because then everybody will know.
Oh, yeah, and then they'll fucking dox us.
Well, we gave them all our emails.
True. And my email, if you email
I
me,
just
I'll
like to- I
I'll
like
email
to-
you my social.
I keep a note of every time we do it, so I can remember.
My match count of 2025, the year of our lives, is 230 matches, and my match of the week, which it would probably change if the fucking pay-per-view Dynasty happened by the time this video airs, but that's okay. My match of the week is Tony Storm versus Penelope Ford from Dynamite.
Good job, ladies. I like both of them.
We appreciate you. So the room for
I've seen
cream.
Penelope.
Yeah, Penelope's good. Now it's time for some RFC, some room for cream.
Remember I told you I had one?
Yeah?
I forgot it. What the hell was I? What were we talking about?
Well, earlier we were talking about Nintendo.
Yeah, we can do some Nintendo.
The fucking Switch 2 is going to come out in a couple months, which is pretty
June
cool.
5th?
I think so.
I believe was the date.
June 5th. And
$700.
yeah.
It's something wild.
It's
What was it?
$450,
But $500 if you want Mario Kart World.
right, which
World?
by itself costs $80.
You do the math.
Yeah. So that's a little frustrating.
I keep looking this way.
Oh, yeah, you're used to it being over there, eh? We moved the cameras, huh?
No, you can't. They can't tell. Yeah, $80 for a video game.
Yeah. A video game that we can make at home.
Yeah. What are you doing?
But yeah, no, I know it sucks, and I mean, I don't think I'm gonna get the Switch right away. The Switch 2 right
Well,
away.
the thing, I've only had mine for
Yeah,
2 years, maybe.
yeah,
But it was because we went to the store. I was interested for a little while, for a long time, but
Yeah.
didn't really think about it, and kind of was getting the itch to get it. And we went there, and I'm like, oh, this is only $200, which is not cheap by any means, but for what I want, it worked.
right on.
We had money, whatever. So I was like, oh, this is only $200. I'm getting this thing, and I love
Yeah.
it. It's one of my favorite systems of all time.
I agree.
But then I see $450, and I think, well, wait a minute.
450 splash.
Yeah, Scott Steiner was the first one to ever do that. Ask him. So, I don't know. I want one,
Yeah,
but I don't know if I want one enough to get one.
I think it's fairly
Does that make
priced
sense?
for the system because it's basically
I get it. People are gonna do it.
I mean, it has way more updated graphics. Like it's basically on par with everything else now.
For the most part, from what I
Yeah.
saw, or what you've
Yeah,
explained to me.
and so that's sick. But and I appreciate that, and I think everybody wanted that.
yeah,
But I just don't see, like, I don't know, man. It's a lot of money. It's the Nintendo has kind of always been like the more budget friendly.
it was
okay.
supposed to be.
Yeah, and I
like
get it.
Nintendo
It's my favorite. It's my
I think
favorite.
it's
I don't
the
like them
best.
as a company, but I love their IP.
Because of the playing cards.
Yeah, they drive me nuts with those playing cards. No, but Mario, fucking
Mario's awesome.
Donkey Kong.
My favorite game ever is Banjo-Kazooie. That was an N64
yeah,
deal.
yeah. You could get it. You can play it on the fucking Switch, I think.
Yeah, it's on the Nintendo
Yeah,
64.
They got the GameCube
thing.
one coming for the.
What?
Yeah, but only for Switch 2.
What?
Yeah.
I'll just go buy a GameCube.
Yeah, and then pay a bunch of money for all those little games.
They're cheap. Nobody.
It's
cares
not
about
it's not
GameCube.
gonna cost you $500.
We might have to do some investigation.
Yeah.
I bet you I could get 7 games and a game.
If you turn in if you have a Switch 1, which model do you have?
Red,
It's like the normal Switch.
I guess, because there's like the OLED.
OLED, yeah.
I don't have that.
Okay, so I guess if you have like the original one,
I would think
and you
it's-
like
the
took it
things
to
come off the side and stuff. I
yeah,
don't
you
know.
took it to GameStop and you traded it in, you would get $150 towards.
Like for sure.
I think it might be 125 actually. You get 125 for the regular one and 150 for the OLED towards the Switch 2. And then if you have the Switch
That's
Lite,
like a guarantee.
yes.
Okay.
And if you have the Switch Lite, you get 100 towards the Switch
I don't
2.
know what the Lite is.
It's the one that doesn't come. The sides don't come off.
My
It's
sides
just,
come off for
it's
sure.
just handheld.
Can I use my Waluigi controller on the Switch too?
Is it like a Pro controller kind of
I don't
controller?
know. It's Waluigi. I assume it's official.
I think you can.
I hope so. I just got it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can, but you just can't use the voice fucking stuff.
I don't need it. I don't want to.
Yeah, I
talk to
know.
nobody. I never talked to. I would talk if I played with friends.
I know. I'm like, so now I can play Mario with someone screaming racial slurs in my ears. How cool is that?
Oh, I have been missing that.
Yeah.
24 racers.
I know. That's pretty neat.
What else did I see? Donkey Kong. We
Yeah.
talked about that.
Yeah. Fucking Cyberpunk.
And then one of those scary games.
Elder
Ring.
Elder.
They have a game.
Yeah, but that game.
Right?
What was it
It's
called?
like a Switch exclusive or something. It's mature. It's rated
Dusk.
mature.
I think it has the word Dusk in it.
Probably.
Dusk.
I don't know. I'm not going to play it.
Dusk Boys.
I'm sure it'll be wonderful.
Yeah, I'm sure it's really cool.
It could be game of the year.
It kind of looks like when I saw the trailer, I was like, this looks like a Capcom game to me. Like it's like a Resident Evil kind of look.
I'm just not going to do it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if I had the Switch 2, I'd probably play it.
I like Resident Evil 4.
It's good. Have you ever played the VR version?
Of 4?
Yeah.
Oh, I saw they had that. No.
Yeah, it's on the Quest.
No. Resident Evil 4,
They remade it. It's not just like a port.
that's my room for cream is I probably played through Resident Evil 4 30 times. Yeah.
One for each day of the week.
Yeah. That's how I got to 30.
Yeah, man.
30 days of the week.
Well, that's all the time we've got for tonight, Creamers. We love you.
And we wish you
The best. No. We're going to have to find that.
No. Just use that. They won't know.
Nah, they won't know.
No! No!